guys headed out to Goose Creek State Park in Washington, North Carolina.
Now turn right and then you will reach your destination. You have reached your destination.
Goose Creek State Park is located near the city of Greenville, North Carolina. It features 22 full hookup RV sites, as well as 14 spaced out primitive sites. Hey everyone, we just set up here at our campsite in Goose Creek State Park in
Washington, North Carolina.
Washington, North Carolina. Yep. So we're gonna get situated and start filming some stuff to share with you all. Okay guys, we are definitely past the age of tent camping and eating peanut butter and jelly and grilled hamburgers. We busted out the old air fryer and we're gonna make some chicken strips to have some wraps for dinner. This was our first time taking the air fryer, but we have left it in the camper and we will use it more often. We've actually used it in a couple trips since then. This is a really nice park. The bad part was really windy and overcast. And this was the first camping trip we had been on when we couldn't even have a campfire the first night. So we got up the next morning, started checking out the park. The bathrooms were the cleanest and most up-to-date state park bathrooms I have seen in North Carolina. So kudos to them for that. These camping cabins are really neat and we would like to book one sometime, so maybe we will in the near future. After a couple cups of coffee and some breakfast, we got ready for the day and decided we would head out and check out some of the trails. The first stop on our list was going to be over at the visitor center where we could check things out and learn more about the park. We found out that this is the 50th year for Goose Creek, and we saw enough stuffed animals to make any taxidermist jealous. All of these creatures can be found in and around the area of the state park. We really didn't see any of these creatures while we were out there, but that's okay. Nobody really wants to get chased by a black bear anyway. Alright, we are on the Palmetto Trail? The Palmetto Boardwalk Trail. We found this really cool outdoor classroom picnic shelter screened in. It's pretty neat, so we thought we'd stop and take a break from the wind for a second and show you what it looks like. This area can be reserved for gatherings or parties. Just be sure to check online for the information. Next, we head down the Palmetto Boardwalk Trail. Alright, we're a little more down the boardwalk trail here and it's getting swampy. Looks really cool, so pretty interesting thing to check out. One interesting fact about Goose Creek is it isn't a ghost forest. If you're unfamiliar with what a ghost forest is, it is an area that has a lot of dead trees due to saltwater poisoning and rising sea levels. And so this is one of a few that is located in North Carolina. It's a very interesting thing to look into if you ever want to check it out. Over here is a humongous hangout spot. That fire pit is big enough to cook a pig in it. After that, we got back in the car and headed down to check out some other spots. We went over to check out the primitive camping area, and by primitive, they don't even give you concrete. We did not go into the tent camping area because we didn't want to invade anybody's camping sessions, more or less, you know. After that, we went down to a couple more trails where we wanted to explore as much as we could and see some water. We heard there's a beach over here. Oh man, it's really bright and sunny. Hopefully we don't look crazy. Just wanted you to know that in the background is the Pamlico River. I'm 99% sure it goes into the Pamlico Sound, which then goes into the Atlantic Ocean. What do you think about it?
Awesome.
We hung out down here for a while, checking out where all the little trails went to, and then headed back into the forest. We didn't see anything about a huckleberry trail on the map. We may check it out, but we're definitely going to go on the live oak trail and see what this cemetery is all about. So here's the cemetery. It's only 2 plots. Out of respect for the people, we won't go in it. After our brief encounter with two of the early locals, we headed out to the Marsh Creek Trail. This one was a little more muddy, but we found this cool little dock pier thingy over here at Marsh Creek. This would be a great place to hide out and go fishing by yourself and just enjoy the weather. It was pretty cool over here, it had a nice breeze, very quiet. We didn't see anyone. After this trail, we headed back to the campground. The park ranger said we could absolutely have a fire that night, so we got some $8 bundle firewood and had a fire.